And welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another story time, Adventuring with Jesus, where I share just stories from my life, things I've learned, things I'm in process of learning. This idea of living life as an adventure and using the verb adventuring as a way to describe just kind of how I see life with Jesus. I was staring outside and it is a super gloomy looking day. It was a little bit sunny earlier. I know, like maybe an hour ago. The sun was shining through the windows. But it is a very typical Washington fall, winter sort of day. Looking out the window and thinking how, at least for me, some people love this kind of weather. My dad loves this weather. I remember when I was in college, I would send him pictures. I went to school in Southern California, and I would send him texts of like, it's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm gonna go hang out at the beach. I'm gonna go study at the beach today. And he would text me back and be like, it's a beautiful rainy gray day here in Washington. And there are some people who just can find the joy and can find the beauty in the dark and the foggy weather. I am not one of those people. I really struggle this time of year. It's been a beautiful fall so far, and that's been awesome. I don't mind cold as long as it's sunny. And so when I have a day like today where I'm sitting, I'm looking out the window and it's just gloomy and misty, and I know I'm gonna have to go to work this afternoon and it's gonna be dark, like, it's just not my kind of day. And I was sitting here thinking like how oftentimes we can relate that same sort of experience into our spiritual life, and how when the sun is shining, when things are going well, like we just want to get up and we want to praise. We want to be in the Word, be in awe of who God is when things are going well, when we're in a summer season of our life. Or even just having a sunny kind of day. Like I have those days where I just get up and like I just want to spend time in the Word, and everything I read is coming alive and it's really exciting and I'm getting all of these nuggets and like life is good. And then there are other days where it just takes like every ounce of energy I have to sit down with the Lord. And how we can't allow our spiritual lives and our spiritual discipline to be dictated by the weather, right? Just like we don't allow our entire day to be dictated by the weather. Some aspects of it, what I choose to wear, if I'm gonna go do something outside, like I'm probably not gonna do that on a super rainy day, but it's not like I wake up and because it's a gloomy day, I'm not going out to work. Like I still go to work. Whether it's sunny or whether it's rainy, like the weather doesn't dictate what I do with my day completely. And similarly, we can't allow whatever weather we're experiencing in our life to dictate how we engage with Jesus, how we engage in our spiritual walk. We have to do those things all the time. And that doesn't mean that they feel amazing and great and like tons of insight every time we do them. We need those things in every season, right? We don't just need the presence of God when it's beautiful and sunny and things are going well in our life. Actually, we need the presence of God all the time. And so we have to build that habit of doing it all the time. And I'm kind of speaking to myself here because, again, it's so interesting to me. The weather, just like, I'm such a weather motivated kind of person. When it is sunny, I will get up early, I will go out on a walk, I will spend time with Jesus. And if I'm being very real with you, days like today make it really hard. Days like today make me want to make the day all about me. That I want to curl up with a blanket and a cup of coffee and watch TV, watch a movie, read a book, take a nap. Any of those things that I think will make me feel better. But in reality, those things may make me feel better for a moment, but they don't sustain me. Been having conversations recently in my counseling practice about the things that sustain us and the things that drain us and the things that bring us joy. and how sometimes the things that bring us joy in the immediate are not the things that actually sustain us in the long run. But let's not let how we choose to engage in our walk with Jesus be completely dictated by the weather in our life. By the weather outside, or by the weather, the circumstances that exist in our life. Because just like we go to work in all different kinds of weather, we need to engage in our spiritual life in all different kinds of weather. Recognizing that it may look different and that we may have a different excitement level or motivation, but our spiritual life can't just be do it when I feel it. I mean, I guess it could be, but that's not how it should be. It needs to be something we actively engage in all the time, whether we feel like it or not, because that's what true relationship is. If I was just in a friendship when I felt like it, or I just called and hung out with people because it's going to make me feel good today, like, I could do that, but that's also a pretty selfish and one-sided relationship. And that's not the kind of relationship that I want to have with Jesus. So this is something I'm still in process with. But today, I'm going to choose to spend time with the Lord because it's important. And I know in the long run, it will feed my soul and it will sustain me. What in your life is sustaining for you? Find those things and do more of them.